Okay, good morning. It is Thursday, June 23rd. It is 9:55 in the morning a.m. We are looking at the E-mini. Sorry about that chart there. I haven't traded in the morning because this was the morning right here. Do you see this? This is where the volume starts, right? So I don't see a trade here other than this trade, really. But I mean, so I'm sitting on my hands and I'm waiting very patiently to wait for setup, right? And that's the whole point. When it came off of this top and actually performed this trade, like see this trade, why did you get in? Do you see I don't have a reason, so I don't take a trade. Now, sorry, to continue with that, I have this profile. It ran through the profile. See, right here, potentially there was a trade because we're actually going to go. This is a midpoint rotation. We also have our VWAPs, sorry. We have our VWAPs. Where is our point of control on this? Oh, way up here. So your point of control. So it's actually might want to draw the. See this range in between here? That's a really interesting range. But we've also got this curve that it wants to. That's the midpoint of this curve, almost, right? So, but it fell through and it wants to play this curve. See? And it had a midpoint rotation of that, which was the VWAP. So is this curve going to accept it? This curve here, is this curve going to accept or is it going to deny it, right? And then we're going to actually play this curve again and fuck around with the VWAP. So here is a spot, potentially, but tricky nonetheless. And here's a flag. Yeah, there's a flag. So would you go long back to 84s, give or take? That's a good question. I'm not really good at that. I used to be way better at taking the breakout like that, but I'm not that good at it with this product. So we'll wait and see. But look at there's the break of the flag. Sometimes it does a fake out, and that was it. That's all I said. When I said a flag, when a flag breaks, realistically, it's done. Like it already did its job. That's all I'm trying to say is that it didn't have to magically go any further than that to break the flag. So really, I should be risking that 78.50 going short here, right? Yeah, and then patience really matters. I tried to connect there a little bit fast, but at the same time, do you see how it's breaking down a bit? Give it a minute, because this is the flag on top of a flag. So it actually could break to the top side. Let me go back to this chart, and you can kind of see the flag on top of the flag and see how it's breaking to the top side. So it's actually wanting to accept this curve. So it is a long almost, right? I would almost want to go long here, but I'm not going to go long because I'm not good at going long. So we're going to wait for this move. Think about it like tug of war. You got to let them pull it so the other side can pull it, right? You know what I mean? So that's pulling. The bulls are pulling. The bears are pulling. The bulls are pulling. Um, I don't know. It's hard to imagine, but I see this working out to the long side for a couple of minutes, and then we'll see. Boom! Look at that! Look at that increase in volume. There was a bunch of orders stacked up there, right? You see that? That was awesome. That was awesome. That was really awesome. Thank you for being here with me. Point of control, or yeah, point of control here. Just walked right through it. Wants this curve to be completed, so we'll see what happens at value area high. Anywhere here, though, it could turn around. And this is what we're talking about by the exhaustion of push and pull. You also have to be really careful because you have orders stacked up. And this is a technical level now that we have to, you know, we have a technical level here of just, the top of the screen, which is fine too. So we could get a reversal off the top of the screen as well, or it could be the breakout part, right? And see how it's flagging again. I can draw it again for you if anybody's having a hard time visualizing. These are the micro, and if you look at my drawing, you won't even see it over here. See how it gets smaller and smaller, and you won't even see it on this 1 minute chart. And that's why I use these micro time frames is actually to time the entry to get these really nice entries, okay? And that's what we're going for. That's how you can. That's the only way you're going to get these tight stops. Even though my stops are 20 ticks, it's still a lot tighter than I've heard of a lot of guys. A lot of guys use 20 points, so they have to size it correctly to make that work, right? So I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that on size or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna zoom that in just a bit. So here it kind of looks like it's showing weakness. So I might almost want to take my hard stop at 90, 37.90, right? So we're actually going to sell, but we're going to put the hard stop in 37.90. Perfect. Oh, right? But see how it broke it. So I'm not even, I don't even want to do it now. Again, that's the excess. Potentially, I don't know. So, see, I can't really get behind it yet. See, it's actually kind of starting to stall here. So 94 would be your hard stop on the top. 94 on the top. That's right. Now we're a little bit late on it, right? So I want it to come back. If I could, I'd like it to come back to 92, and then we'd take that short. We're chasing now, right? Come on back to me, baby. We kind of missed that entry there at 90. Let's see if it does it again at 90. That would be a really excellent spot. 94 is the stop still. 27 ticks. 26 ticks where we're at. So I'd like to get it back up to 90s, and then we'd see where we're at that point. And absolutely, it's starting to look like it wants to crack this. So there's the 90. I should have grabbed it almost. 92, 91. See if it stalls here. We're going to want to take it. We're going to use a market order too as well. Short. Kind of missed that, but that was the short. Kind of mistimed that a little, like by a second or something, but there it is. So short with the stop, hard stop in there, right? At 94. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully this breaks right here. No, because you really don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, I'm going to want to take some off to get paid, and then I'm going to want to get that stop into position as fast as possible to break even, right? That's the way I like to do it. So there you go there. I'm going to take, hurry up, take one off. Take one off, partially close, right? And then we're going to move, we're at 90.75. So I want 90.75, hurry up. So there's our break even. Plus we've got that little bit of profit. So now we're sitting pretty, realistically, right? We'll see how that goes. I'm going to want to trail that in 89.25 like as soon as possible, really. There it would have stopped us out, but I mean, I want it to come back down here again. 89, 89.75, yeah. That's about where I'd want to trail that in. So we'll wait and see what happens there before we get fucked over here. We still got the break even, so we're good. It doesn't, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad because I've already taken some profit. I probably took 4 ticks with one lot, so I'm okay with it, really. And we'll see how it goes here. And you know, I feel pretty uncomfortable, so that's actually kind of a good sign. I think it might. So trail stop on break even. It's done. I'm okay with it. It's fine, right? That's what it is. See how it's super tightening here? I'm okay with the way it did that. So we're gonna look at what we got off that trade. Okay, so that was yesterday. See how that's the 22nd. Today is the 23rd. So that first one lot was worth $87.50, and our final 2 lots were worth 1 tick of trail stop or whatever. So we got $25 on that. Obviously I missed it, but I mean, if you look, wasn't that interesting that it broke after it went to VWAP? So it came down, kind of put a little excess through VWAP, came back to test VWAP, and then fell through. And we were looking at it over here as it was. Let me just zoom it out a bit here. So it came in, and then it value low, VWAP, above VWAP, couldn't hold it, showed me that it was having a hard time, and right here is where I was like, that's where it was fucking people around. And I was really kind of looking at it going short right along in here, but I didn't quite get it. Um, because I don't know. I thought maybe if it could bounce off of that, right? So I didn't really get that off that VWAP there once it got above it. So it kind of threw me off a bit, but it came down. Value didn't make VWAP, and then it seems to falling apart. And then look, when it came back up to test the value low, fell right apart again. So where are we heading? And now the chart is kind of like broken, right? We were looking at a short way up here at 85s, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's a little shame here that we missed this one too. But we're going to recalibrate. So I missed a bunch of trades, I guess. But okay. We're back to a spot here, right? Because look at it. It looked like clearly it kind of looks like it wants to go um, down, right? Um, saying that there's a bottom and there's a top. Um, but anyway, as we come up like this, it looks like we might be kind of getting into the next kind of, potentially it's going to go up further, right? Or we're going to rotate and come down here. So this is that partly the extension, if you were, right? Like we'll see how it acts here at this kind of a technical level of support, right? Just let me look here. Yeah, we're getting into the value low, right? We've run the curve. It's kind of a funny curve. Let's see if we can make it look a little bit more like a curve, right? See how it's on that low node there? The whole curve is kind of... I would almost suggest that value area low is the midpoint, so we might get... This is close, and we might get a rotation coming back, right? That's that's what we're looking at here. So we're going to watch this, see how it's flat topping, kind of up, flat topping. The volume, it seems thin, but at the same time it doesn't seem, it's 2,000, 5,000. It's a bit thin, a little thin, but sometimes you get the moves there. Are we missing it or are we waiting? So we have to, let's measure it now. Let's see where we're at. 20 tick range, give or take. Will it run back up to the top of this range or did we miss it? So that was interesting. It went up to value high and it, like, see how it ran up really hard and then it got rejected, eh? So, yeah, that's interesting how it got rejected right there at the value area low, kind of the top of the curve, kind of the top of the curve. I don't know if we ran that curve. Because realistically, like, look at the curve. I guess this is the mid of the midpoint. We have our point of control and our VWAP and our value high here. So it's a, I guess this is what they would call double distribution. So we're right at the middle. I can't take a trade when you're in. You shouldn't take a trade when you're in the middle. You want to take it from one edge of the curve, or yeah, one edge of the curve to the other edge of the curve, running the whole profile ideally. But it looks like it might want to drop here because it got denied by that. I'm not going to say it got denied at that value low. It just so happens that it's lining up on my chart. So is this a short here or is it a trap? There, it's just stop running people right there. All the latecomers, that's 8 ticks. Let's see if it can get back kind of up to 59 and get rejected again. We might be more interested at that point. And the speed is kind of picking up here a little. Okay, so it's pushing up. Is it really going to want to reject it again? That was a 1 minute move as well. That's it's kind of impressive how much it moves up like that. So we're going to really have to watch. It's making a hard decision for me here. Yeah, it's really making a hard decision for me. Sometimes you got to choke it up, right? So it's 60. yeah, like really, I don't want to be wrong past 60. So yeah, like 60, 50, 60, 75, right? Really. So that's 10 ticks. That's pretty good right now. I would like to see it push back to 59.75 and then get rejected again. That would be ideal. On a quick shove too would be even better. So it was like uh, you know what I mean? Like they just kind of they moved really quickly at it, and then like they're trying to fool people basically. I think sometimes these orders, these when they're this tight, they're trying to fool the other participants to trap them into doing something stupid, right? And that's the whole point. Because that's what they're really good at. They're really good at trapping you, make you do something stupid. Look at it, there it goes, and I missed it. Bagadaga. I kind of missed that there. Shit, and we're gonna. I don't want to chase it. Let's see if it comes back to you. That little gap there. See? See if we should take it here. See what fools people? Some people would have chased that. Now they would have almost got stopped out. Looks like increase. It seems like the tape's increasing here. I'm really tempted to push the button here. How many times can you let it test it and then not do your job? Come on, man. Get your shit together here. Yeah, I said 59. We should have taken it at 59. Let's just wait. See? Now it's going to break. I should take a short. I kind of chased it though. Damn it. Let's wait for it. Sometimes I make that mistake. I go a little early. Um, see, whenever it goes right back up to the top there, you feel like it feels like it wants to keep going, right? And when it's at the bottom, it feels like it wants to keep going, but that's when it reverses. Um, I don't know if it's going to come back to us here. So, yeah, disappointment again, right? How much was that? That's we're 15 ticks deep now, so we'll see if it comes back to us now. That's interesting. Oh, look at that. See? Look at this buying power that came in. This could be the trap. This could be tricking people here. Hmm. So you had to react there quickly, or you would have been underwater almost. Interesting. Ooh, ooh, what's it doing there? It's like a halt. See that? 60-50 is still the hard stop. I'm going short there. That might have not been the right spot. But it was stalling, right? See how it's stalling? So we're into profit here, but not by much. 3 ticks, 0 ticks, underwater. But it was like a real tight stop, though. It was like a 6 tick stop. So I can't be too annoyed with that. Hopefully, we'll just see the time. If my timing is off, the whole thing is shot to shit. So I think we might have missed our timing there. And B, the volume being funny the way it is here too. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. Might have to take a loss here. Yeah, we'll see. I do like that it's getting rejected up here though. I'm about to get spanked here probably. 60-25. Fuck, that was close, dude. This will probably push into my stop now. There's 60-50 there. There, stopped out. Ding. Ding. Okay, well, that was, that was a lot deeper than I expected. That was $412 worth of drawdown there. That was slippage or something. Wow, what the hell happened there? Well, we got 60.75. I think I was looking for 60.50, so there's one tick off the mark. That's interesting. I think I got fucked there. And I will be disappointed if this turns around and we just got stopped out by a fucking hair. Well, I don't want to be like that, but timestamp whatever. Here's where I got stopped out right here at 75 when it went to. That was a like an 11 tick stop too. So I don't know how some of these guys do it with the tight stop. I don't know. It was kind of foolish to do that little break. It could have. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. That was a tough call. We got that order. We were in at 58 flat. So I just want to put it on 58 flat. Huh. So still not really out of the water here either, right? So hmm. Trade location, trade location, trade location. We're still building a range, kind of like a flag range here. Interesting. Not a very good spot for me. Maybe that was it. Not a very good spot. But that's how easy it is to give back to the market. Like it's ridiculously easy to give them money, um, and incredibly difficult to take money from them. A little bit of a shame. Again, change your bias really quickly. We missed the little move that we were kind of shooting for, and then it like rejected it and pushed away from it really, really hard. Um, Impressive though. Right here was the move that we were trying to catch. Right to the bottom of that curve, right? Now it's going to want to probably, it may want to accept even higher here. We'll have to wait and see. I guess I was right, but I mean, it was just my timing was a little off, and realistically, that it was the volume. It's back to that volume. It was acting a little funny. Look at now; it's at 700, and when we were recording it, if you look back, it was I think we were around 400, right? So interesting. Yeah, it really seems to be racing now. Um, See how I don't know. I didn't make it up. VWAP has a reaction. Where were we? We were trading here. Then it did this big flag, and it took a long time to chop, and then it kind of broke out of it. We could start looking for the extension. You never know though. Like, look at this thing. Look at the day it's been putting in. We could go back to high a day here. It's a tough call. Yeah, like right here. We just gotta wait and see if we can find an actual better reason for it to not want to get to the point of control. Remember what point of control is, right? That's the spot where the most volume on the whole session is traded. So um, that's considered fair value. So why wouldn't it want to get back to fair value? Why would the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, so that's like the point of control's little brother, why wouldn't it want to come back to test VWAP before it wants to make this curve, right? That's an interesting way of thinking about it, right? Yeah, and we're looking here at this kind of a technical level of resistance as well, right? Because when it came barreling back, it tried to get back and it couldn't. And VWAP played a part in that, but at the same time, look, it couldn't get through that level. So then it said, no, fuck it, we're going down. Um, right, and there's a level in here that's saying it wants to stay above, right? So we really got to get on top of this. This might be something. It is. Look at this shit fucking volume here. A test of 3780 would be ideal. To make it sure, like to make me sure that they can't just continue up here. I don't like the way it's looking. That's shitty. If it can't, if yeah, see, if it's having trouble breaking through this area, I'm gonna want to take this short. But if it breaks through the area with a little bit of excess, that's fine. I'm just trying to watch it here. Shit, I should have recorded that one little move. That was awesome. That was that was fucking awesome, man. Let's just get on top of that. 2,500 shares. 2,500 shares sold there in 1 second. Like on so it must have been one order, right? You would have seen that. Is there anybody out there that's like, do you have any of the tape? See, it's rolling over in such a way that it's just kind of, it's not really doing it. Well, I don't know if we're gonna get it. Doesn't seem like it wants to break it up. Doesn't want to give it up. We'll have to wait. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, so almost looks like it wants to do it here. It's right on top of the point of control. Back. I don't know if it's gonna. God, man, it's really. It's right there, too, eh? Right in front of you. So let's see if it reclaims this back. God damn, son of a. I'm seconds off, man. And, like, that's all we wanted to do was actually take it to VWAP. So let's see how it angers it. See how it goes down and up like that? I like that because then it's telling me there's a lot of indecision. So when it makes a decision, it's going to want to rip. I don't know if I can take the. You know, we've had a pretty good string here where we've made some profits, so I'm not really going to worry about taking a loss if we have to. See how it's stalling? I like how it's stalling. Um, where's our dead wrong? 82. 82. 82. Dead wrong. Maybe at 79 here, right? Dead wrong at 79. So, come on back and stall it, and then I want to go short. Push up. Give me another little wee bit. Lurch into it. Yeah, see how it's stalling? Short. We'll see how that holds out. Stop's a little tight. I just moved up from an 8 to a 10 tick, which, you know, it really shouldn't be a problem. 10 ticks or 8 ticks, it really. Look at it just kind of. I don't know, man. They might get us burned here. Yeah, we might get burned here. Honestly, it's taken a little bit longer than I would like. Um, yeah, it's taking a little longer than I would like. I would almost want to cut it just to cut it because, yeah, I just don't think it's going to do what I want it to do here, right? So I'd almost want to cut it a little bit. Take a one lot off for a bit of a loss. That'd be a good. Maybe that's a way to do it, huh? Because even now, 4 ticks, that's quite a bit of money, right on one lot. That's a point, right? Which would be $50, right? So we'll see. It might work again. It might work, but I mean, I don't know. It's really I shouldn't even be trading because look at how choppy it is here, right? And like the candles aren't producing very nicely. Yeah, this is gonna burn me here. That's disappointing. Stopped out. Yeah, being late in the afternoon here too. 3:07 p.m. and that was at another the exact same amount. $412.50, right? So that's $825 of loss today, and that's how fast it can happen. And I guess realistically, I should have just kind of waited for that. Would have been a much better. But at the same time, we shouldn't even be trading because of how thin it is. So Might take my lumps today. I don't know if it's over trading, but I mean, like, I'm into like a sucker for punishment kind of Look at how thin it is, man. No, we're done. So that's a $850 loss. We'll come back another day to get. Yeah, yeah, and there's not enough time on the clock here either, too. So like, share, subscribe, and that notification bell. That is how you're going to come back and get your high fives, all right? Until the next bounce, everyone. Kind of sucked, actually. $800 fucking loss. Yeah, so that was 20. Yeah, so 20 ticks of loss on 3 contracts. That's probably why we play that micro ES, right?